Good morning once again, and welcome back to Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. My name's Anthony Salvato. I'll be joined alongside the one-man crew of James Witherite, here with the Philadelphia Little Flyers 14U, hosting the New Jersey Colonials. Philadelphia Little Flyers sitting at 5-1-0 on the season. The visiting Colonials 3-1. Good for first and second in their respective divisions. Exciting matchup coming your way. We'll cut to a short break before opening puck drop, and we'll be back in just a few short moments. Stay tuned.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. And Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Welcome back once again for a Mawa matchup here between the Philadelphia Little Flyers and the visiting New Jersey Colonials here at Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. Just waiting for each side to get set here before we kick off our second game of the day here on the Delaware Hockey Network. And thank you once again for tuning in. My name's Anthony Salvato, here with James Witherite on the crew. And waiting to catch the starting goalies from either side. Each team with two. No one out there backstopping just yet on either end. A little bit of last-minute conversation between each squad. Both sides head to the bench. At least little Flyers there. The Colonials heading over now. And getting ready to go. Looks like on the little Flyers side, number 35, Riley McIntosh getting the nod. 3 games played, 2-1. 2.19 goals against average and a save percentage of .896. On the other end, for the visiting Colonials, it's Paige Howard. Only 1 game so far, .889 save percentage, and 1.8 goals against average. Little Flyers wearing their white and black jerseys with orange trim. Colonials, all blue jerseys, white helmets, red and white trim. We are underway. It's Colonials with the opening face-off. Back with the puck is Beckett Harold. Pushing it towards the half wall, looking to clear the zone. Colonials looking to set up shot. A point from the shot, muted in traffic. Played to the point by Grace Taylor. Popped up at the line and taken away by Stella Delicio. Out into center ice, but no further. Colonials played ahead, moved into the zone for Walker. Now possession taken by the little Flyers, and Hay moving ahead. Pushing forward, looking for Delicio. Couldn't get a stick on that to work it into a shot from the slot. Instead, the little Flyers with possession from the corner. Delicio sent it up top for Harold. Harold just sent it deep into the corner. Colonials wrapping it around the boards. A little more of a scrum on the half wall. Finally, the puck pops loose behind the net. Carrie Michaels, the first one there for the Colonials, pushing ahead for Grace Taylor, but kept in the zone by the Flyers. Nadia Reddy sent it deep once again for the Flyers. Colonials still fighting for it. No one can seem to hold on to possession here. It's finally sent out of the zone. Casacion back to the corner for it. Gets there first, pushes forward. Now a pass ahead from Serpentine just off the mark. Colonials will regain possession. Serpentine gets the blue line, shuffles it around the boards. Philadelphia there to it first. Centering past the slot, broken up by the Colonials. And carried out ahead by Madison New. New is unable to clear the zone. Had some help from McAllister, but it's tied up right by the blue line along the boards on this near side. Into the corner it goes. Taken around by Alexis Marzocco. Marzocco curling by the goal line, sends it up top. Bouncing puck. Tough to control, but Lily Neiman able to settle it down and get it back down low to Marzocco. Shot loose in front at the slot, popped up in the air and cleared out. And now sent into center ice. Picked up in the neutral zone by Neiman. Neiman pushing forward for Kaylin Taylor. Taylor bumping it ahead for Laura Serpentine. Checked off the puck. And cleared out by the Colonials off sides. All right, the little Flyers. Only 1 shot on goal thus far. Just a few minutes into first period action here. Face-off comes out to center ice. Collision there between Stella Strode and an official. Both parties unharmed. We play on. Center ice, Strode pushing forward. Lost the puck for a moment and off sides. Face off right outside the Colonial zone. Back with possession. Now and almost offside again are the Little Flyers. Instead they hang on. Goody right outside the zone, wraps it around the boards once more. Into the Colonial zone it goes. And sent around to the other side for Catherine O'Neill. O'Neill's pass ahead and for some help, and that will be an icing. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. That's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process, from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Off the face-off, pass to the slot. Delicio couldn't get her stick to it to get a shot off. The Colonials escape and head the other way. Here they come into the zone, in on goal. And unable to get a shot off there was Kerry Michaels. Flyers looking to clear. Pass ahead for Delicio. Delicio makes one defender miss and can't get past the second one. Picked up by Hay in neutral ice. Hay into the zone. Into the corner. And once again, tied up along the boards. Pass ahead for Taylor, off the mark into her skates. She has to go back and recover and neutral ice before shuffling into the Little Flyer zone. Harold back on it, turns it over. Taylor in front, can't get a shot off. Philadelphia moving the other way. Delicio sent it into the zone and went for a line change. Aston sending it deep, another offsides from the Little Flyers. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces, sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road, Claymont, open Monday through Saturday. Or to place catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Assuming play on the ice, Little Flyers had possession in the Colonial zone. New Jersey trying to work it out. And sending that into center ice is McAllister. Back to recover for the Little Flyers, it's Lily Neiman. Neiman round behind her own goal. And lost it to McAllister in the corner. Played ahead to the half wall and out of the point and not out. Finally, the Little Flyers clear. 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Serpentine into the zone, tries to send it. A pass ahead, trickled in on goal and kicked aside by Paige Howard. Pass intended for Nadia Reddy there. Instead, the Colonials clear the other way. Neiman back on it. And loses it once more to Bogert. To the point now, kept in by Gleason. Lila Gleason working at it and finally has it knocked off her stick and sent deep into the New Jersey zone by Nadia Reddy. Flyers looking to set up shop here. They lead 2-0 in shots. Trying to break through into the score sheet. Play stops. There's an injured player down on the ice. It's Catherine O'Neill from the Colonials. Face-off will be to the left of Paige Howard. The Colonials winning the draw there. Finley Mulligan at the circle. The Colonials unable to clear. Puck moved back into the corner by Philadelphia. Flyers trying to work it to the slot. Instead, it's sent once again behind the goal. Mulligan chipping it forward, looking for Gleason. Met at the half wall by Laura Serpentine. Serpentine, first player to the puck there. Sending it up to the point, shot kicked aside by Howard. Another one, in front shot. Big save off the pad by Howard. Rebound, Howard gets another and kicks it aside. The Colonials the other way, numbers if they hurry, 3-on-2. Into the zone, and a shot just scooped up there by McIntosh off the stick of Kira Vanderbrook. Both sides take a change. The first shot on goal of this 11 o'clock game here between the Colonials and the Flyers. For the Colonials, their first shot, should say. Off the face-off, another one rattled off the side of the cage. And picked up by Harold. Unable to clear. Another shot from the point. McIntosh hangs on once more. Puck tied up behind the Flyers' net. Colonials working for it. Philadelphia pushing forward. Strode playing it forward. Trying to get it ahead to Goody. Met by some pressure and sent back into the zone. Point shot. Hits a body along the way. Strode pushing forward. Pouncing on the puck there for the little Flyers, Zella Connors. Connors sends a shot on goal. And right into the breadbasket of Paige Howard. She hangs on. Face off once again now to the left of Howard. This puck sent all the way back into the Flyers zone. Cowan on it. Poked ahead by Delicio. And deflected off the stick of Bogert. Back into the Flyers zone. To the half wall ahead for Delicio. 2-on-2. Come the Flyers. Pass ahead for Hay. Jessa Hay elects to send it deep into the zone. Gets there first. Hay still on it. Tries to reverse it back to Delicio, who's pinned up against the boards. This one sent all the way down for an icing. Once again, we'll come back into the zone. Playing the puck back out in center ice, it's Neiman. Neiman curling around, sending it forward for Delicio. Delicio looking ahead for Hay, just out of reach, but into the zone it goes. Working out from behind her own net, it's Melissa Field, turned over and taken by the little Flyers. Shot from the point, hits some traffic. The Colonials recover. Played ahead by Bogert. And possession seized in center ice by Neiman. McAllister trying to push her way into the zone. But Neiman steps up and knocks her off the puck. Here come the Flyers. Into the zone. Deking, shooting, skying it over the net was Lena Tiernan. Puck out at the blue line, shot from Raleigh. Just off the pad of Howard and sent into the corner. Raleigh around behind the net, sends it to the slot. Serpentine steps in, fires a shot. Glove down by Howard. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workers. Learn more at limestonepension.net. On the face-off, shot from the point is stopped, but a second chance there is pulled wide by Alana Bellin. Back to the point again. Shot hits some traffic along the way. Off the stick of Coleman. Into the corner now it goes. Michaels pushing it ahead for Gleason. Gleason has a puck taken off her at center ice. The Flyers turn around and go into the zone. Bellin was charging forward but could not get a shot off. Raleigh back to recover in her own zone. Sends it around looking for Coleman. Hop through her skates. Picked up now by the Colonials. Into the slot, now to the point. Shot. Hit some bodies along the way. Rebound in front and kicked aside. Mackay Fitzgerald had the most recent chance at it for the Colonials, and now Raleigh able to recover and just sends it deep from the red line. Flyers take a full change here and a long stretch pass ahead, looking for Walker, taken by Gassacion. Sends it in on goal, but it's muted along the way. Serpentine working with it behind the net, trying to get it in front. It's chipped out along the half wall. Now a pass ahead. Here comes Walker. Walker into the zone. Takes a shot, save. There by McIntosh, batted it down but could not hang on. Kept in for a moment at the point. Grace Taylor with it. And now left it over for her teammate before it's picked up by Beckett Harold. Harold sends it around the boards, finds Marzocco. Marzocco able to clear the zone. The possession taken right back by the Colonials. Gassacion steps up, makes the poke check with the Colonials into the zone. Glove save there by McIntosh. Here's a second look at that one. Colonials catching up to the Flyers in shots as well. A great opportunity there for them. Face off to the right of McIntosh. The little Flyers look to clear. They push it out of the zone. Here they come. Over the red line, it's Connors. Connors trying to center that, but it's intercepted by the stick of Tessa Newberg. Colonials look to clear. It's kept in at the point by Cowan. Cowan wrapping it around the boards, looking for some help. Instead, once again, finding the stick of a Colonial, it's Sophie Meyer. Retaken by the Flyers. Centering pass broken up and cleared out of the zone. Neiman steps up to send it into the New Jersey zone. They'll send it right back to the Philadelphia end. Picked up now by Strode. Strode into the zone. Past one defender, curling back at the hash mark, sending it into the slot. Nobody there. Broken up once more. Neiman, cross for Cowan. Cowan gains the red line, but not the blue line. Colonials poking it forward. The Flyers poking it right back into the zone. Madison New with some time, playing it ahead. Finds some help and a shot. Loose in front. McIntosh didn't have eyes on it all the way. Here's a second look at that one. Looked like a relatively harmless play into the zone. So it was Newberg that brought it in. The shot. It's a little hard to track there for Riley McIntosh, but she does hang on. Face off, won by the Colonials, point shot. Blocked along the way. Raleigh pushing ahead. Chipped forward to Hay. 2-on-1 come the Flyers. Hay into the zone. Hay holds, fires, saved by Howard. And another look at that one. Nice little deflection pass ahead from the Flyers to break that one out. But we remain scoreless here. The final minute and a half of this opening frame. Philadelphia with possession. And now a scrum in the corner. Colonials trying to work it loose. Picked up by Delicio. Delicio trying to shuffle it around. Instead, it's taken by New Jersey. And cleared out ahead by Michaels. Picked up by Hay in center ice. Hay fires a shot, pulls it just wide of the goal. Howard had trouble tracking that. Picked up once more by the Flyers. Tiernan tried to send it in front. Inside the final minute now. 50 seconds remaining. Shots 8-6 in favor of the Flyers. Raleigh from the blue line shuffles it into center ice. Saunders turns it over. Bellin in on goal for the Flyers. Can't get a shot, or at least a strong enough shot, and it's kicked away by Howard. 25 seconds now in this opening period. Along the boards, picked up by Harold. Harold sending it around. Looking for help, kept in at the point by Gasacion. Howard sticks it away. Final 10 seconds now. The Colonials have time for a little bit of a rush if they hurry. Pass ahead for Fitzgerald. Can't get a shot in one last play. Scooped up there by McIntosh. That'll do it for the first period. After 16 minutes of play, it's 0-0. The Flyers and the Colonials. Stay tuned.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back to Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. After 16 minutes of play, it's still knotted up at 0-0 between the Little Flyers and the visiting New Jersey Colonials. Thank you once again for tuning in. My name's Anthony Salvato, joined by James Witherite, up here in the 412 Communications press box. Shots 9-7 in favor of the Little Flyers, now heading left to right. And they'll pick up where they left off. A shot from right outside the circle from Taylor. Kicked aside by Howard. Little Flyers going to apply some more pressure here. Taylor working the puck loose and now into the corner. New trying to shuffle it out. Having some trouble with that. Finally, possession taken by Philadelphia. Serpentine behind the net. Looking to get it up to the point. Instead, cuts back into the corner. To the point for Harold. Shot kicked aside by Howard into the corner. Serpentine, first one to it. Sent it to the point for Gasacion. wrapping it around the boards. Taylor getting there first. Kaylin Taylor sending it in front. Nobody can get a stick to it. Colonials take possession, and it's sent off the glass and out of the zone by Sophie Meyer. Philadelphia turning right back around, looking to push forward, wrapping it around the boards. It's Kaylin Taylor as the Flyers complete their line change. To the point, Harold keeps it in. Wanted a shot there, but faced some contact, instead sent it deep. Pass off the boards. Here comes Grace Taylor, charging forward for the Colonials. Taylor in, fires a shot over the net. And Philadelphia working the other way. Ella Connors has that taken off her stick, but unable to clear there was Kira Vanderbroek. Into the corner it goes. About 4 or 5 players in the corner. Now delayed penalty. Looks like against the Colonials, but it won't matter. They score. Right on the doorstep there, Isabella Goody finds a loose change and buries it top left corner for the goal. Here's a second look there. Goody pounces on it. Finally, the Little Flyers break through, the first team to do so. A little bit of conversation at the bench for a moment.
76-62.
It'll be Isabella Goody. Once again on the goal, assisted by Ella Connors. At 2:07 in the period. As play resumes at center ice, Philadelphia looking to push right back forward. Into the zone it goes. Colonials breaking out Taylor. Had it intercepted by Hay at the blue line. And now shuffled into the Flyers zone. Neiman on it for Philadelphia. Trying to send it around, but it's batted away. Colonials with the chance. Delicio stepping up. And it's just shuffled out of the zone. Looks like offsides here against the Colonials. Will be the call. Face off right outside the Little Flyer zone. Right off the draw. It's Lena Tierden pushing forward and wrapping it into the zone. Delicio, first one to it, sends in front. Hay gets a shot off the blocker of Howard. Neiman with time from right inside the blue line, sends it ahead for Delicio. Sent it back looking for Cowan. That pass a little off the mark. Cowan will have to go recover. And curling back behind her own goal, looking to change ice. Played ahead to Hay, and now ahead for Delicio. Delicio gains the blue line. Into the corner. Cycling it around the boards. Flyers completing a change. McAllister unable to clear. Little Flyers get to it. It's Serpentine. Vivian Serpentine. Tried to get it around, and said it's poked out of the zone. Picked up by Coleman. Coleman looking there for Nadia Reddy, I believe. Could not get it to her. Sophie Meyer back in the corner of her own zone, trying to work this free, facing some pressure. The scrum moves up along the half wall. Sent to the point, shot, gloved down by Howard. And a nice save there. If you're like me, healthy living is important. And Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitation and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com today to schedule your first cleaning. Face off to the left of Howard. One back to Claire Coleman, who sent it around the boards. Colonials look to clear. They do. That's Mackay Fitzgerald shuffling it into the zone. Gleason there first. Gleason behind the goal, trying to get it to the point. Instead, it's intercepted. The Little Flyers go the other way. Here they come. In on goal, and unable to pull a shot off there was Marzocco. Coleman tried to steer a shot on goal. It hit some bodies along the way again. Approaching the 5-minute mark of this period with 11 remaining. Philadelphia with over a 2-1 shot advantage, 15-7. Through a little over 20 minutes of play. Raleigh into the zone, had it roll off her stick. Now fires it off the side of the cage. Chipped up along the boards, picked up by Coleman, shot by Howard, kicked aside. Raleigh sending it deep into the zone and taking a change. Puck comes out to the point, picked up by Coleman at the red line. Sends it ahead, finds Strode. Strode into the zone. Running out of real estate, sends it to the slot, but kicked outside by Field. Now hung on to by Howard. Face-off won by the Colonials and cleared out by Taylor. Check that. That'll be Saunders. No, Taylor. My apologies. Picked up now along the boards by Newberg. Newberg playing it ahead to Taylor. Taylor lightly tosses it into the zone. The puck right along the blue line. Sent out to center ice. Delisio tried to get a whack at it. Michaels sent it back into the Flyers zone. Picked up now by Harold. Harold gets as far as the red line and no further. Newberg into the Flyers zone. Newberg cutting wide to the corner, sending it to the slot. Goes right through and out into center ice. Now it's Saunders with it. Played it ahead for Michaels. And now taken by Tiernan. Tiernan sending it around, looking for some help, finds Hay. Hay has it taken off her stick by Saunders. Saunders pass ahead for Taylor is out of reach. And Beckett Harold had it. Looks like an offsides from the Flyers. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has a myriad of solutions. Build bridges between your brand and its clientele. Broadcast to social, print to digital. The 412 team will put their 40-plus years of experience to work for you. East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Let's talk about how to get you noticed. Visit us at 412communications.com today. Pass ahead for the Little Flyers, looking for Vivian Serpentine, but just out of reach. And another offside for the Flyers. This one will come back out to center ice. Face-off won by the Flyers. Cowan had it, lost it. Now it's picked up by Taylor. Kaylin Taylor to the circle and no further than the blue line. Taking it ahead now is McAllister. Fiona McAllister walks into the Flyer zone, faces some pressure. And has to send it back out to her own blue line for Madison New. New turned it over. To the zone come the Flyers and sent right back out by the Colonials. Cowan from the blue line sent that into the bench. Went to chip it off the boards, but it's unsuccessful. Right around the halfway mark of this period, 7:50 remaining. The Little Flyers leading the way with the lone goal from Isabella Goody, her first of the season. Flyers pushing forward. Michaels had it, sent it over to Saunders. Saunders chipping it ahead, but it's blocked along the way. Into the zone comes Strode. Doesn't get very far. Raleigh from the red line. Bank pass ahead. Looking there for Ella Connors, but instead went the other way for the Colonials. Strode had it, lost it, and it was sent all the way down into the Colonials zone by Jersey Colonial Tessa Newberg. Here they come, the Colonials the other way. Taylor, backhand pass, trying to get it ahead for Newberg, but could not. Connors pushing forward for the Flyers, bumped off the puck. Newberg plays around her first defender and shuffles it into the zone. Goes to the point for a shot from Michaels. Had some couple redirections there, but ultimately blocked on its way to the net. Now pass in front, shot, save! And a big-time save there by Riley McIntosh, denying Ryan Walker on the doorstep. And here's another look. Nice pass into the slot there for the Colonials and Newberg, but an even better save from McIntosh. 6.5 minutes remain in this game. Check that in this period, I should say. Puck tied up along the half wall in the Flyers zone. New Jersey trying to work possession back to the point. Flyers get there first. Delicio into the zone, could not get any further as possession is taken again by Fiel. Fiel playing it ahead, looking for help. Instead, it's broken up by Harold. Harold to Delicio, into the zone come the Flyers, 2-on-1. Delicio sends it across, shot, they score! Delicio to Hay to the back of the net, and the Little Flyers take a 2-goal lead here in the second period. Just a beautiful pass from Delicio, and Hay makes no mistake, burying it over the top right or top left corner. It's the right shoulder of Paige Howard. Not much else that she could do there on that one. The Colonials now find themselves down 2 and outshot 18-8. Into center ice with it is New. On that goal, that is Hayes' first of the season. That is Delicio's first assist of the season. 3 goals already on the year. Flyers trying to clear, unable to so far. And just poking it out of the zone there. Recovering with it is Meyer. Meyer playing it ahead. trying to find Avery Dewey, cannot. Looks like this will be an icing. All the way back down to the other end. They go with 4:44 remaining in the period. This face-off will be to the left of Paige Howard. It's won by the Flyers, but poked out of the zone by the Colonials off the stick of Grace Taylor. Philadelphia unable to clear. Cowan back to recover. Into the corner, it's picked up by Alora Serpentine. Serpentine with some speed, loses it to Gleason. Gleason fires a shot, but it's deflected wide. Puck sent all the way down the ice, and enough for another icing, this time against the Flyers. McIntosh ready for this face-off to her right. Taken by Neiman. Behind her own net. Played ahead by Goody, but not out of the zone. Took a strange hop off a couple players to stay in the zone. Strode. And Goody working to try and clear it out. Taylor trying to push it deeper into the zone. Finally, Goody sends it around the boards. Looking for Cowan. Kept in at the point by the Colonials. Now kicked out ahead to Strode. Out of reach for her. Colonials shuffle it deep once again. Cowan poking at it, but the Colonials come in 2-on-1. Here they come. Shot pulled, I believe, wide there by Mackay Fitzgerald. Just escapes the stick of Michaels. She's unable to keep it in at the point. Fitzgerald on it once again. Still on it. Her shot trickles wide of the goal. And just gets past the outstretched stick of Kerry Michaels at the point. A little bit of a collision with an official, and the puck stays in the zone. Hay gets to it. Hay behind the net. Sends it in front. Shot pulled just over the top right corner off the stick of Lena Tiernan. Tiernan picked her spot and almost had it. Delicio the other way finds Hay. 2-on-2. Come the Flyers. Hay cutting wide around the goal. Cutting in. Shot off the pad of Howard. From a tough angle, but Paige Howard stayed alert and kicked it aside. From the red line, it's sent deep by Hay into the final 2 minutes of this period. Tiernan with the steal. Tiernan, backhand, in on goal, she scores! Forehand, backhand, and an unassisted goal, it at least appears like that for Tiernan. That'll be her 5th of the season. And it's now a 3-0 lead for the Little Flyers.
No. Don't do anything. Don't do anything.
Just caught the Colonials defense sleeping and makes them pay. Almost again here is Reddy. Tried to poke that one loose. Instead, it's Bellin at the red line, pushing forward into the zone, over the blue line. Bellin cutting wide, shot from an angle, steered aside by Howard. Shot from the point, hits Cowan. Colonials with it the other way. Shot pulled well wide there by McAllister. Once again, that Lena Tiernan goal making it a 3-0 game unassisted. The 14:08 in the period. Final minute now. So the Flyers just send it into the zone. New Jersey pushing forward. Harold with some space. Gains the blue line, walks into the zone, fires a shot, gloved down by Howard. Harold with the right idea. And here we'll have one more look at that Tiernan goal. Took it right off her defender and went in and beat Howard. Another shot from the point by Harold. This one pulled wide. Marzocco, the first one to it. Sending it around behind the net. Final 25 seconds of the second period. Marzocco with it in the corner. From the goal line, sends it in front. Nobody in the slot there to tap it home for the Flyers. To the point now, hops over the stick of Harold. Final 10 seconds, 2-on-1. It's Taylor sending it to the slot and just chipping that on goal. Was Ryan Walker unable to get a strong shot there. Looks like the Colonials are going to pull the goalie for the final 5 seconds and change here in this second period. With the extra attacker trying to get at least one or two more shots before time expires. Now tied up on the face-off. Into the corner it goes. Newberg trying to get to the point, and time will expire. So now after 32 minutes of play, it's the Little Flyers that tack on 2 more in this period. It's 3-0. Be right back with third period action.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back here from Premier Orthopaedics IceWorks. It's the Philadelphia Little Flyers with a commanding 3-0 lead over the New Jersey Colonials. Puck drop here, and we are underway. The Colonials will just send this in on goal. A little bit of extra pleasantries exchanged after the whistle. Little Flyers moving from right to left, Colonials left to right. Little Flyers once again in their white and black jerseys, the Colonials in their blue jerseys with white helmets. Off the face-off, it's the Colonials winning the draw. Shot from the point, pulled wide of the goal. And a scrum along the half wall, trying to poke the puck loose. Colonials with it, into the slot. Gleason had a chance at it. Looks like a penalty coming up here. I believe 2 penalties. One on each side. Strode and Gleason will each go to the box. It remains 5 aside here. And off the face-off, the Colonials win the draw. Point shot. Smothered there by McIntosh. That shot coming from Kerry Michaels. Face off again to the left of McIntosh. Tie up on the draw. The Flyers look to clear, but it's just kept in the zone. Walker with some space fires a shot. Glove down again by McIntosh. A lot of action early on for this Little Flyers goaltender, Riley McIntosh. Once again, the penalties to Strode and Gleason offsetting for roughing. And it remains 5-on-5 hockey. Delicio facing some pressure, lost the puck, but got it ahead to Tiernan. Tiernan to the right outside the blue line and no further. Picked up by Hay inside the offensive zone. Paige Howard still out there in goal for the Colonials. Has had a strong showing despite the scoreboard. Has faced plenty of shots. The Flyers have had plenty of high percentage opportunities. Hay from the slot fires a shot, and that one saved again by Howard. It's another look at that one. Hay wide open from the slot. Had a great opportunity there. That one towards the center of the net. Howard had no problem with it. Raleigh gets it into the slot. Bellin curling back, looking for help. Running out of room. Played it ahead, looking for Marzocco. To the point, again, shot deflected. Trickles wide of the goal, that one from Coleman. Now into the corner it goes. Pass through the slot, looking for Serpentine. Couldn't get it to her. Colonials finally come up with possession and give it right back. Bellin to the point. Coleman's shot is blocked. The Colonials head the other way. Here comes Mulligan. Mulligan into the zone. Facing some pressure, but does get loose there. Back out to the point for Bellin. Bellin sends it all the way down the ice. Not deep enough for an icing. Mulligan will have to... We're not... Sorry, that was Field. They had to head back to get to that. It looks like an icing against the Colonials that will go back into their zone. Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Blay of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware, sorry. Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. Here in resuming play is shot. And a big save there off the stick of Tessa Newberg. But Riley McIntosh stands tall. Kept in at the point by the Colonials. Laura Serpentine leaves it for Harold. Somehow kept in the zone by the Colonials. Arm up and a penalty. Looks like a tripping penalty coming up against the Little Flyers. That is Kaylin Taylor. And the Little Flyers will go on the Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill. Here they come. Hay taken down. Trying to send it deep. Fitzgerald leading the charge for the Colonials. But taken by the Little Flyers and sent deep for an icing. About 45 seconds remaining on this Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill for the Little Flyers. Colonials can use this power play time to get on the board. Taylor sends it to the hash mark, lost it. Allura Serpentine breaks it up, but is unable to clear the zone. It's rifled back around the boards from the point there off the stick of Kerry Michaels. Taylor trying to center it. Unable to do so. Now it's just cleared out from the point. And Michaels has to go back into her own zone to recover. 5 seconds left on the power play. 11:15 in the game. Time expires on the power play. Serpentine had it, knocked off her stick, and chipped into the Colonials bench for a stoppage of play. Face off back in the zone. Colonial zone, that is. As they look to work it out of their own end. As they send it all the way down the ice. Coleman, the first one to it. Trying to play it ahead for Ella Connors, instead sends it off her skate. Picked up behind the net, centering pass to the slot. No lane for a shot. Now Saunders finds one, but it hits Raleigh along the way. Play stopped as that was batted down with a high stick by Stella Strode. Face off once again to the left of McIntosh. And another whistle. Looks like this time for a penalty. This one will be on Mulligan. Penalty Mulligan, 2 minutes for roughing. And with that, the Little Flyers will go on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play. I believe they're first of the game. Very even strength goals. Looking for a power play goal here to put this game out of reach. Face off. And it's shuffled into the corner. And Colonials able to clear. Into the zone they go. It's picked up by Jessa Hay. Hay from behind her own goal with some time, with some space. Has the puck taken off of her stick. Taylor trying to get a shot off instead. The Little Flyers go the other way. Tiernan into the zone with Delicio and Hay. Drops it back for Hay. Hay to the point for Gasacion. Now back to Hay. Across to the other side. I believe for Cowan. Gasacion back to recover. Sends it across for Cowan. About 30 seconds remaining on this power play for the Little Flyers. Gasacion into the slot looking for Tiernan. Can't get it to her. And now Akai Fitzgerald trying to head the other way. Has it taken right off her again. 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Colonials played into the zone. Here comes Walker. Has it taken away by Cowan. Now played up to Hay. Hay just shuffles it out of the zone. Ready for Gasacion. Now to Delicio and deep into the zone. No icing. Flyers take possession behind the net. Back to 5-on-5 hockey as well. Shuffled deep by Viviana Serpentine. Going to clear it out to Walker. Cannot. Kept in the zone for a moment. Picked up by Gasacion. And wrapped around the boards into the Colonial zone. Pass intended for Mulligan from the stick of Meyer. Unable to clear. Now played back ahead. And out to Walker. 3-on-3 as the Colonials enter the zone. Pass dropped back and a shot from the point there off the stick of Mulligan. Sent over the net. Reached the halfway mark. Just moments ago of this third and final frame. And here come the Flyers. Alana Bellin shakes one defender and sends the puck deep into the corner. Possession taken right back by the Colonials, and they look to charge on. Field sends this one well wide of the goal. Avery Dewey, the first one there for the Colonials. Her backhand pass, intended for the slot, is intercepted. Now right back into the zone comes New Jersey. Shot deflected. Stays in play, hits the glass. Play continues. Laura Serpentine trying to work it out from behind her own goal is checked off the puck. Saunders calling for the puck at the point, gets it, fires a shot, wide of the goal, rebound, just hopped over the stick of Newberg. Cowan tries to clear, cannot. Shot from the point, kicked aside by McIntosh. Serpentine ahead from Marzocco. Marzocco tried to get it back to Serpentine. The Flyers send it deep. 6:15 now in this third period. Neiman trying to send a breakout pass, but it's kept in the zone, at least for a moment. Strode able to clear the zone. Grace Taylor able to re-enter the zone. Taylor Her shot's blocked along the way. Chance from Gleason in the slot. Fans on the shot. Cowan pouncing on it at the blue line. Looks to work it out. Neiman tries to clear, just kept in at the blue line. Saunders ahead to the red line looking for Gleason. Turned over. Connors can't get to it. Strode strides into the zone. Backhands it just wide of the goal. Colonials just send it into the Flyer zone, take a change. Carrying it up the ice now, Isabella Goody. Opened the scoring for the Flyers in the first period. Her goal so far proving to be the difference maker in this one. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law offices of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-446-LONG. That's 302-446-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Puck played in on goal by the Flyers and covered by Paige Howard. Face-off will be to the left of Howard. Back on the puck is Tiernan, plays it ahead for Hay. Hay trying to find Delicio in the slot. Got a couple defenders on her. Puck tied up along the half wall. Into the corner now. Carrie Michaels has it. Sends it around the boards. The Colonials look to clear. They do. Mackay Fitzgerald charging forward. Sends it in on goal. Rebound shot. And a nice save there by McIntosh. Ryan Walker charged in and almost caught the Flyers defense sleeping there. Instead, McIntosh with the save. Final 3.5 minutes in this contest. Colonials have somewhat closed the gap on shots, now only 26-19, still in favor of the Little Flyers. The Colonials still unable to break through on the score sheet. Michaels looking to clear, faces some pressure from Nadia Reddy. Send into the corner now. Colonials breaking the other way, looking ahead for McAllister. And said possession seized by Reddy. And the puck shuffled back behind the goal once more. Madison New playing it ahead, intercepted by Reddy. Reddy curling back in the corner, sending a pass to the slot, sticked aside by Howard before it could get anywhere near the crease. Pass ahead for McAllister. Fiona McAllister has the puck knocked back off her stick, and the Flyers send it into the zone. Reddy intercepting another pass at the half wall, but unable to jump on the puck for possession. McAllister plays it ahead for Mulligan. 3-on-2 with a back checker. Were the Colonials, but Mulligan elects to just shuffle that puck in on goal. It was Isabella Goody that opened the scoring. Jessa Hay that made it 2-0. And Lena Tiernan, whose third goal may prove to be the insurance goal in the second period. Neither side with a goal in this period. Grace Taylor looking to change that, flutters that one in on goal. And McIntosh hangs on. Face-off will be to the left of McIntosh. One back to the point for Meyer. Meyer backhands it wide of the goal. Neiman there to pick it up for the Flyers, playing it ahead for Taylor. Neiman gets it back. Neiman with space looking ahead for Marzocco. But Marzocco just unable to track that puck, so it was sent through her skates. Gleason into the zone. Her shot's blocked. The puck's knocked into the corner now. Behind the goal, Little Flyers trying to clear their way out. Final minute of this contest. Newberg shot from the point, loose in front. Another rebound, big save by McIntosh. The puck was just left on the doorstep there. And McIntosh with a big time save to keep it 3-0. Both sides make some changes. Face off to the left of McIntosh, to the point for Field. Her shot deflects wide. Angle shot kicked away by McIntosh. Into the corner it goes. Connors from the half wall, pushing forward, unable to clear. Field will have a chance from the point. Takes a shot, hits a body along the way. Final 30 seconds now. Philadelphia able to chip it out off the stick of Isabella Goody. Field back in her own zone. Now it's played ahead for Bogert. Bogert just inside the red line, got it as far as just inside the blue line. Final 10 seconds now. New Jersey trying to at least get one. Into the zone for Mackay Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald can't get a shot off. Time will expire. And that will do it for this one. 1 in the first and 2 in the second for the Philadelphia Little Flyers. They improved to 6-1 on the season, while the Colonials fall to 3-2 on the year. 3 different players with a goal for the Flyers. With that, the final score of this one, 3-0. Our Sid's Barbecue and Jerky 3 stars of the game. Riley McIntosh with a 22-save shutout. Isabella Goody with the game-winning goal. And Lena Tiernan with the insurance goal for the Little Flyers to help put this one away. Thank you once again for tuning in here from Delaware Hockey Network and the entire crew at 412 Communications. My name is Anthony Salvato. I was joined today by James Witherite. And thank you one last time for tuning in. Your final score once more, 3-0 in favor of the Philadelphia Little Flyers. We'll see you next time.